all that matters is today. Stay present, man. 3.5 hours, do this together, man. It starts with us, it ends with us.
Hey, no cheers!
KO, 3, 1, 2, 3, go!
Come on, boys, let's go down!
This is no ordinary job.
That silver and black is different.
This is the silver and black.
It just hits different.
This is the Raiders.
Got locked in now, laser focus! Hey, this could get anything.
Ride for the brand. The greatness of the Raiders lies in its future. May the best is yet to come.
I'm officially a Raider. I'm excited to be humble and hungry and get to work.
That's big boy football, right? You got boss. That's what you want to see right there.
The grit of this franchise sticks out. This is a historic franchise. You know, it's really important to me that we're a gritty team, that the way that they were back in the old days.
Just amazing concentration.
But why not us? Why not this staff? You know, why not this group of players?
There's a certain mentality and play style that's expected from different organizations.
Right.
Don't make a pay, fellas! Don't make a pay!
I just want to do my 111. I believe that leadership is earned. It's not given.
I feel like I've always been meant to be a Raider.
Let's not start the fight!
So that first step was transferring and challenging myself, being in an uncomfortable environment. Because when you're uncomfortable, you're able to grow. It's a model of the Raiders. Once a Raider, always a Raider.
That's what we're going to be about, winning.
Everything we got!
Thank you. God bless. Thank you guys for coming.
We got Raider Nation. Everything we got. We are humbled and we are here to work hard, baby. That is how we do it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Good Raider and the Bad Guy Raider show. The big boys are back. And here,
Yes, sir.
here's my boy.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's
You got to hit the like button for the baby Raider. You feel me?
He's like, wait a minute, Daddy having too much fun in there. I gotta get up on this action. Yeah.
That's right.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's my boy right here. Raider Nation, if y'all are watching, and mommy's gonna get him out of the way.
Oh.
It's bedtime. I know he's sad about it. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna talk some training camp. There's some big news. We're gonna talk O-line. We're gonna talk defense. We're gonna talk QBs. We're gonna talk wide receivers. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bad Guy Raider. How you doing today? Let the people in. Let the people into your heart. Let them know what's happening.
It's the Raider bad guy with the Good Raider. Y'all know what it is. We got to get it all. Don't let it slip through our fingers. Y'all hear it? Y'all got to let. I'm telling you, this intro is going to grow on y'all. And once the season really get in, y'all going to let it soak in. I got a lot of positive feedback about the intro.
About the intro. Okay. Talk about that real quick. Because people did tell me, like, oh, yeah, we like that intro too. And I'm bad at making intros. I pay people for my intros.
Yeah, we'll talk about that because I was going to tell you I'll make you one.
Okay. Yeah,
we'll talk about that. But the intro was is Max Crosby inspired, as you can tell, because we got Max back, and I'm like I've always been the train of thought of we have to support our captains on our team, and he's our franchise player right now. And so if nobody else is embracing him coming back, I am. And that intro, it got me juiced. And it kind of, when I was making it, kind of made me feel like when I was playing, like the music that I play before the game and get you hyped, get you in the mode.
Yes.
And so it's a hype video, and it has everybody in it. But you know, we're gonna do good this year. I really feel that. We're going to play really, really well.
Funny thing with the intros, like I said, I made one intro. I don't enjoy making intros because what I enjoy is doing the talk and then editing the talk. Intros are just like, but I made one, and obviously mine is like a classical music that I used to it. But I also paid someone to make one for me that I don't even use that much. But your intros are good. I do have one good intro. No, I don't mind more. No, you're fine. My son really wants to join the show today.
Tell him we'll build it.
You tell the people what you think about training camp. Let me go give him a proper kiss goodnight.
Thank you. Yeah, for sure, definitely. Okay, so you say my thumbnail. The one thing that I heard that was really good was from the first day of camp, and it was talking about Hezekiah Masses. I call him Hezzy, and JT the Brick on his YouTube channel while talking about Hezekiah Masses. He made this quote: "That guy looks store-bought and ready to go. That guy looked like he went to a cornerback store and picked him out from behind the glass and said, 'Go out and play.' I'm excited to see him play more." So, picking him from behind the glass, because he's like showroom ready. And I'm like, hey, we need a corner. We need a corner opposite of Stokes. And so let's break the glass. In the case of emergency, break glass. We don't have to wait for the emergency. We'll just break the glass, and get him ready. Because I'm really excited about Masses and Kubiak essentially called him out. I don't think he called him out, but he did mention him and say, hey, we love what we're seeing. We expect that from you, but let's see if you can tackle. So later on in probably about 4 more days or whatnot, we're going to start hitting because they said 6 practices and then they're going to start hitting. So I'm waiting to see if he can keep his position. Being the good graces of the coaches. So I'm really excited about Masses. So if you guys are excited about Masses like I am, put Zeke in the chat. Put Zeke in the chat.
Put Zeke in the chat. So on that, we're going to talk more about Zeke, but somebody did already ask a question. What struggle? What O-line struggle? Oh my God, what O-line struggle? Yes, because when I heard it, this is the first thing I thought too, O-line struggle already. Okay, so based on the people who were at camp, primarily yesterday, the O-line did struggle a bit, particularly Trey Zune had one good play and then had one really bad play. So the starting O-line at the start of camp is this as follows: Colton Miller, who is not injured yet, thank God. And then we got Spencer Burford, so he's still at the left guard position. Obviously, you got the man Lindenbaum, and then we got JPJ, and this is not me starting nothing. I ain't starting nothing. But I did hear JPJ kind of struggled a bit yesterday, just a bit. He was the second person who struggled a bit yesterday, and Trey Zune was the other. So, Black, in your opinion, your life is awesome. My life is awesome. My God,
yes,
my life is awesome. My life does need a lot more cash though. Right now, this is my job, and I'm getting 0 pay. But it's okay. We're not gonna push you too hard yet. But if you are able to give any kind of donation, any kind of subs, that would be very much appreciated. This is, at least for me, this is my job, and it takes a lot of work to convince my wife and my family to let me do this. Even though it's making no money, to say, hey, look, honey, it's coming. Raider Nation will show up and support. People just got to fill us out. They got to know we're for real. Y'all got to know we're not just going to bounce out of here next week and be like, all right, we're done. We're going back to our day job. Look, man.
Yeah, so absolutely. If you guys do want to support the channel, because if you see at the bottom, I do have it where you could be the sponsor of the show. You can send me a super chat. Any super chats that I do receive from this live, I will share with the Good Raider, because it's only fair. Because like you said, we gotta convince our families that they want to eat today, not tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
I can bring my wife in here right now, so y'all can do what I'm talking about. It is not easy. Honestly, we should spend just a little bit of time saying this to let people know, and we could maybe even record it so we have this for our records. The hardest part about doing YouTube is honestly convincing people around you to have faith, because it doesn't make anything at the beginning. I mean, literally, I put thousands of dollars into this. My computer, my monitor, my lights, my camera.
Your time.
We're talking, I've put close to 20 grand in this with no return yet, but it is all for the goal, for the dream, for the glory, because we know what is coming. So even if you are not able to give any financial resource, like the video, comment on the videos, guys. Comment on the videos. That's a big one. Just a comment. Like, you look, we're all Raider Nation. We know what we're talking about. Give a comment on the videos. People will respond to your comments. That's the thing with comments. I don't know why people are so afraid to like comment. It's like no one knows who you are. It's not like we're gonna let somebody come in and just call you an idiot and just bounce. Like, like, no. We kick people out of here. So on the videos, if you're like, man, what can I do to help this, guys? If you can't give, like the videos. After you like the videos, put a question. Put a question that'll make Raider Nation want to answer. And the better your question is, the more you're going to get returns on it, because people will answer you. People will engage with it. Guess what? People have gotten married meeting each other in chat before. Yes, I've seen it happen. It is a thing. All I'm saying is, this channel will be as dedicated and as good as y'all make it. So thank you for all the support.
Yes.
But chat, what's your thoughts on that? The O-line did struggle yesterday. Black, is this expected? Did you expect the O-line to struggle in the first day of training camp, even first week of training camp? What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I expect it. I mean, and plus, anyway, how are we defining struggle? Just because you miss an assignment?
Exactly.
If you miss an assignment, it's not the worst thing, because you guys got to understand that they're running several different plays, and it's one thing studying it and then translating it to the field. One thing that they continually say, Coach Robbie continues to say, Coach Kubiak continue to say, just play fast, play with effort, maximum effort, shocking effort. Shocking effort was the word that they used. And so, with that being said, we go ahead and go 100 miles an hour, and if we make a mistake, don't worry about that, because we will correct the mistake. That's what camp is for. So I'm not super hyper analyzing the mistakes and all that, because at the end of the day, you can play good all the way up until the point they start hitting. And once they start hitting and tackling, then a lot of that stuff go out the window, because what is the most impressive is you're in the right position. You know what you're supposed to be doing. You're playing with shocking effort,
right?
And that's all that we're really asking for, and they'll
and a little more, another caveat to that struggle, for my opinion, CX3. Yeah, so there was struggle yesterday, and Trey Zune did struggle yesterday. But the other really good news is, in the past 2 days, apparently Trey Zune has been moved around a lot in the O-line, and he's getting a lot of first team reps.
Good.
Right? So again, if he struggled yesterday, maybe the man is checking out the roster real quick, because the thing with Trey Zune was, he was brought in to be that all-around guy, someone who can just slot in anywhere, and potentially to take Colton Miller's position, because he's primarily a left tackle. So there is that.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm not really worried about it. Like I said, we're gonna, when you tackle and you blocking for real, live with real bullet, well, like with simulation bullets, because there's our teammates. Then you'll really see who gets it, because you can know the play and all that, but you got to finish the play. And right now, chat, we are not finishing the play. I'm not seeing a whole lot of coming there. I know other people are streaming right now, and if you're just like, oh man, I'm come here, just hang out here for like 5 minutes, and then you'll forget about the rest. Just for a little bit. They've been streaming for an hour already. They've already had their time. Let us get in here and let us continue the fun here. So, another really good thing with the O-line, again, because I'm gonna keep saying this. My boy DJ Glaze still holding it down. My boy DJ Glaze, y'all keep saying that man too slow. Y'all keep saying he got some. No, don't say y'all. Don't say y'all. It's me. It's me. Go ahead.
Oh, it ain't just you. Oh no, it's not just you. That's the thing. It's actually not just you. Because when I do solo streams and I was talking about DJ Glaze, people say the same thing. Like, oh, he doesn't have that. His feet are not quick enough, and I'm like, maybe they're not. But I don't know if they need to be as quick as you're thinking they should be. Because guess what, though? I'm going to flip this a little bit over here to you, my man, because just a little bit ago, my friend, my Niner friend sent me this text. This is what my Niner friend sent me, right? With a video. Quote, my boy said, yo, did you see the clip where Cousins is running sprints with the team? He looks awful slow. Yo, Black, can you put up that video? Do we have that video?
I gotta find it, but I did hear you say something about the 49ers, though.
If you're not a fan, what it do? Marshawn Lynch said, I'm already.
Hey, I'm with it. I'm good with it.
Let me find that video because I was hurt over the Kirk Cousins video.
There is a Kirk Cousins video. We've all seen it. Let's bring it up because I do have some statements on that.
Let me find it. I'm gonna find it.
How you doing today, Frank? In my opinion, are you new to the channel? Sorry if I didn't say hello to you. If you're new to the channel, let us know. Yo, what up, Ray? We saw you coming in. We'll never miss you coming in, my man. Welcome to the show. We are gonna be here for at least 2 hours, yo. We're gonna be here for at least 2 hours. We're gonna have a good ass time. Because we were not here yesterday. We tried to be. Things didn't really work out, and we kind of figured it was only one day of camp. It was on Black. He had other engagements. But we are planning some stuff for y'all that I'm just gonna keep this in mind. Just go watch the movie Fight Club tonight.
Yes.
Just go watch the movie Fight Club.
Between now and next Friday, watch Fight Club.
Between 9 and Fight Club. That's the hint we're gonna give you. Between 9 and next Friday, watch Fight Club because a new thing is starting next Friday. And it's not just us. We got people from Raider Nation, baby.
Yes,
we got some top creators from Raider Nation.
Yeah, we do. We do.
So be on the lookout for that while we look up this video here. What's up?
Okay, here we go.
What's up? How y'all doing tonight? We're doing good. We're doing real good.
We're doing awesome.
Let's watch this. Let's watch our boy Cousins move that.
Oh boy, here we go, y'all. Okay.
Is getting absolutely flamed for how slow he is. He looks like an 80-year-old grandpa out there. Now, he's not a mobile quarterback, of course, but it looks like he's running in sand. Tony Romo did his field test more coherently. I give bro till week 5 until Golden Boy Mendoza takes his job, sending Kirk to a retirement job at Kohl's. Kirko Chains is getting absolutely flamed for how.
I'll make a short about this. I'm gonna make a short about it.
Oh no!
But guys, this ain't it, man. This is not how we're gonna judge our boy. This ain't it. First of all, he's running like a quarterback. He's running like a quarterback. What are you talking about?
Thank you, bro. I'm glad. You know what? Because to tell the truth, you wasn't sure about Kirk Cousins until we had that spirited conversation about it, because you were like, I'm not even worried about Kirk Cousins, and then you was like, I'm gonna start watching him. So for you to be objective and
this
say,
ain't gonna
hey,
be it. No, you ain't getting me this. No, this no.
Right.
Let me put it this way: the only quarterbacks who run like wide receivers at the line are the ones who break a leg in the game.
This
is how quarterbacks
Lamar
run.
Jackson. You gotta be like Lamar Jackson or something.
Exactly. This is how quarterbacks run. I hated to break it to you. That's how quarterbacks run in the NFL. That's it right there. But you gotta realize the quarterback's job is not to run. It is to move. It is not to run, to sprint, to do whatever. It is to move primarily side to side. So that ain't gonna be. You're not getting me done with that. My boy, he's fine. His feet is just fine.
Hey, let me answer this for my guy, Macho Man Randy Average.
Yo.
So he said Golden Boy Mendoza, Black. What's the status again for rookie quarterbacks in the past 10 years?
No,
here's the number: 25, 82, and 2. In the last 10 years, if you were the number 1 pick and you were a quarterback, the total record is 25, 82, and 2. So
I'm gonna let you enjoy them stats. I'm gonna let you just, but because I know it's not slander against Mendoza. I know it's not slander. I know this is trying to understand, trying to play logical football. At least trying to talk about logical football. And logical football is rookie QBs do struggle. However, y'all remember rookies who win the Heisman Trophy and the national championship are different. I'm not saying that means stardom. I'm not saying that. I am saying, though, we are in good hands, and his name is not even Allstate. Maybe it will be someday, though. Watch Austin start coming on through. Yo, Mendoza's going to get the. You know what? More power to the man. Mendoza's already richer than we will ever be. That's not true. He's definitely richer than we are now by a mile. Maybe not ever be.
No, more than a mile.
But what was his contract? Like 58?
Well,
and it's really guaranteed.
Well, he got the 11 million from us, and then the rest of the money was paid through.
Oh no, I'm talking about Mendoza. I'm not talking about Mendoza.
Oh, Mendoza, he got 50. I think he got 54 million dollars with 37 guaranteed.
Yeah, only 37 guarantees. Okay, so the entire contract is not guaranteed for rookies. Which year?
No,
that means that last year is not guaranteed then. Huh. But I also believe Mendoza got a lot of that up front. I think he opted to get a lot of that up front, which is good for him. He can start his investments because I know he does invest. And he does do a lot of charity because his mother does have MS. So that is one big charity that they do contribute to. And being able to make a big, giant donation to that is a good thing. And I'm pretty sure he probably already wrote him a nice big check. And that would not be the last contract Mendoza gets in the NFL. And if all goes well, that boy should be ending with a cool around 300 mil by the end of his career.
Man.
Just in NFL earnings alone. Now, can you and I get to 300 mil? We'll see. Me and Gata having a conversation. We'll see. We'll keep working. Yo, we got more people coming in. Yo, Raiders Sun Unleashed, welcome in. What up?
What's up with my brother? What's good with you, brother? I know I'm excited about next Friday, man.
You know what? My man just mentioned the name Andrew Luck, and you know what? That is something we got to talk about when it comes to generational talent quarterbacks. I've said this before. I think Mendoza is a generational talent quarterback. I know some people would not make him that, right? They would say Caleb Williams is better. I do not think Caleb Williams is a better quarterback than Mendoza.
I don't think so either. I'm glad you said that. That's a hot take.
I do not. And I will wear that hot take on my shoulder. I do not think he is. Mendoza is a generational talent quarterback, and we do need to understand that Andrew Luck, man, something happened to him. Something happened to his mind. He came in one day and he said, "I'm done. I don't want that for Mendoza." So. Thankfully for Mendoza, hopefully we have a much better offensive line right now than Andrew Luck did. So,
yeah, poor Andrew Luck because he was getting hit a lot too. Still,
and here's the thing: too, Andrew Luck did also have the issue of running into people. He was one of those who never wanted to not take a hit. Because I did study quite a bit about Andrew Luck during his tenure and why he left. It took a couple of years just to teach him to stop taking hits, to stop running straight into hits and rather to go down. So that was part of why Andrew Luck just kind of, because he got some pretty big injuries, and a lot of those were kind of on him. So, as far as I've seen, Mendoza does not play that type of. I don't want to call it selfish football, even though it kind of is. That's why I don't like Jackson Dart of New York Giants. God, I can't stand that guy. Because he kind of plays that style of football where he would not go out of bounds, go down. He wants to run into linebackers. And as a quarterback, if you do that in the NFL, I'm telling you, you're going to get fried. So is that the number? Is that the Frank Weber put up the number 25, 82, and 2?
Yeah. He know what's up.
Just as a rookie, right?
Yes,
as a rookie.
Yes.
I'm not worried about that. He's not going to start, right? So Cousins will at least take four games away, right?
Yeah. What'd you say?
Rookies with a true number one do better. Rookies with a true number one wideout do perform better. And I also believe that rookies, again, who win the Heisman Trophy and the national championship also perform quite better. Because, again, a lot of those stats do come from, if we're talking about rookie quarterbacks, how many teams have started a rookie quarterback that they picked that was like 15th overall? And that was the only option, so they started him, right? So, yeah, there's that too, right? Andrew Luck had the best rookie season, since Moreno. Yeah.
So he would be the outlier. He's not the average.
Yeah.
He's not
Actually, I feel like the number one overall pick quarterbacks are usually the outliers, except for maybe David Carr. He was not an outlier. He got his ass whooped.
and the tune.
Yeah. But I do think first overall pick quarterbacks. Let's check that stat. If they're first overall pick, meaning legitimate, like the NFL world thinks you are the best college quarterback, do those guys perform better when it comes to stats? That might be a bit too much detail to look up to find information on.
What do you mean? Like the number one the quarterback was the number one pick overall,
number
right?
one overall pick. What is their record? Their first year record. So we're talking Burrow.
That's it. 25, 82,
it.
and 2. Yeah.
Okay, that is the number. Okay, so that's
Yep.
Burrow with Cam
Yep.
Newton. Because he was, oh man.
Yeah. So and then if you take the average of all those guys, the average wins is 3.7. So
3.7.
between 3 and 4 wins, so
okay. What's his name? Bryce. Was Bryce first overall pick? He was.
Yes.
Yeah, he didn't help those numbers, did he?
No.
That's my thing though. There's some quarterbacks on here that just didn't help those numbers at all. Right? Whereas someone like a Burrow didn't really hurt the number. Although he got injured, but someone like Bryce Young, I think, really hurt that number because I think Bryce Young maybe won like 2 games, and he started every game as a rookie.
Let's see.
The average is 6'11".
No, it's not.
Okay, it's not. Let's confirm if the average is 6'11", because that becomes a question. Would you take Mendoza starting rookie year at 6'11"?
But it's not though. It's not 6 and 11. I'm about to pull up. I'm gonna pull up all the.
Okay, let's get some numbers in here. While we do that, let's get some Raiders in chat. Anyone who is still watching us from the lurking position. Oh, Champ City. Champ City. I've never seen here before. Yo, welcome, my man.
Salute to Charm City. What's up with Charm City? What's up with my brother?
Okay, you bad guy knows you, but yeah, welcome, man. Welcome in. I haven't seen you.
He's one of the regulars that's he's one of the regulars that everybody kind of knows. Everybody knows Charm City.
Excellent. So I do think those numbers are going to be important. Again, Mendoza is not going to start week 1 unless ... Right? So, but if he does, I have to start week 1. I'll just throw it out there. Is 6'11" good enough for a rookie for Mendoza year 1? Chat. Would you be satisfied with that? Or would you panic?
Well, 6 and 11. If a starting quarterback started at 6 and 11,
as a rookie,
that's not bad, right?
Okay, so that's not bad if Mendoza does that.
But that's not the
average.
No, but here, number 1 draft pick from. Okay, so we're gonna go with. Here we go. Okay, so here we go. Let's get to it. All right, so number 1 quarterbacks. Number 1 quarterbacks. Number 1. Oh, dang it! Hold on, my bad. There we go. All right, so let me get the individual records. Here we go. We're gonna start with. Combined record. Because let me see, we were looking up. What was this? What was the other quarterback name that you just mentioned? The guy that played for Carolina. What was it?
Are you talking about Cam Newton or Bryce Young?
Bryce Young. Yeah, that's not. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Tyler, okay, here we go. The total combined rookie season record for the 5 quarterbacks who started day 1 says let me just go ahead. All right. Since 2018, I think that's the number somebody else used. Let me see, 2018. Let me see, from 2018, 7 quarterbacks has been selected as number 1 overall pick. Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, Bryce Young, and Caleb Williams. And here's their records.
Trevor Lawrence.
And then you can do the average of this. Baker Mayfield went 7-7.
Okay.
So he was the outlier in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
Kyler Murray went 5-10. Actually, Baker went 6-7. Kyler Murray went 5-10-1. Joe Burrow went 2-7-1 because he got injured.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor Lawrence went 3-14.
Oof.
Bryce Young went 2-14.
Mm-hmm.
And Caleb Williams went 5-12. So none of those guys even went 6-11.
Yeah, exactly.
So that can't be the average. But the average, so that gives us the 24, 54, and 2.
And I believe, correct this if it's wrong, but I believe Baker Mayfield, I think that's COVID year.
2018 was his year. Burrow was 2020, which might have been the COVID year.
Okay. I wonder if Baker Mayfield got injured then, because that's only like 14 games, isn't it? You went 7-7. You said 6-7.
6-7, yeah.
That's 13 games. Okay.
And so in those since 2018, which is 17, 47, and 2.
Okay.
So that's Kyler Murray 5-10, Burrow 2-7-1, 3-14 for Trevor Lawrence. Bryce Young is 2-14, and Caleb is 5-12.
Yo, Raider Hunter, we see you coming in. We see you in here. What up? Is that a good to call you? Raider Hater Hunter. Hater boy.
Raider.
I'm just gonna call you Eric.
My boy?
I'm just gonna call your boy Eric.
Oh yeah, Eric Raiders Hater Hunter. Yeah, what's up with it?
We're just gonna call you Eric. Okay, those stats are not good. Another question is this though. Did they have a good team around them? Oh, does that not even matter?
Well, you got to understand.
Lamar Jackson,
if you're the number 1 pick, the team around you is probably not good.
Wait a minute, wasn't Lamar Jackson in the same draft as Patrick Mahomes?
Who, Lamar Jackson?
Yeah.
What year was that?
Someone confirmed that. I wonder if he was in the same draft as Patrick Mahomes. Because Patrick Mahomes was picked number 10.
Yeah, he went 10th.
Yeah. Patrick Mahomes went 10th. Was it the same year as Lamar? Was Lamar? No, Lamar wasn't picked number 1 yet. Lamar was definitely not a first overall pick. Yo, Alfredo Raider saying what's up to you, my man. Alfredo Raider, come on in. Welcome in. The current question is: did Patrick Mahomes get drafted the same year as Lamar Jackson? I have a feeling they did.
Okay. Oh, here we see. 25, 82. Getting close.
Yo, what up, Fredo? If you guys, for those who are coming, if you don't know my channel is actually called The Good Raider. You can go hit me up right now on YouTube and hit the follow there. Or I'm also on Twitch at The Good Raider 1. So if you want to go give that a follow as well. So I am streaming right now, both YouTube and Twitch. Okay, 1 year apart. Okay, I got the answer. We're good. Let's move on. Mahomes was. So, man, those 2 years were really good years for quarterbacks because Baker Mayfield was drafted the same year as Lamar Jackson, and both of them were obviously pro-ready quarterbacks. And then the next year, Patrick Mahomes was drafted 10. Who was drafted number 1? Which quarterback went before Patrick Mahomes? I feel like it's Trevor Lawrence. No, it's not. Maybe. Next question is, which quarterback went before Patrick Mahomes? I'm trying to put something together. I think it was Trevor Lawrence that was drafted the same year.
Okay, here we go. What I was looking for. Here we go. Okay, here we go. The last 10 quarterbacks selected with the number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft was Fernando Mendoza in 26, Cam Ward in 25, Caleb in 24, Bryce Young in 23, Trevor Lawrence is in 21, Joe Burrow was in 2020, Tyler was 2019, Baker was 2018, Jared Goff was 2016, and Jameis Winston, was 2015. That's 10 years.
Yeah.
So
it's Winston.
Of those quarterbacks listed, 8 started in week 1 of their rookie season, which would be Cam Ward, Caleb Williams, Bryce Young, Trevor Lawrence, Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield. And so here's and who did not start was Jared Goff. He did not start week 1. He started week 11. I think he was like 0-7 or something like that. Baker Mayfield did not start week 1 actually. So Baker Mayfield didn't start.
I did not even know that. Yeah, okay.
He took over in week 3. But
I'm pretty sure Mahomes was pick number 10, but yeah.
Yeah, then the other 7 quarterbacks, Cam Ward, Caleb Williams, Bryce Young, Trevor Lawrence, Burrow, Kyler Murray, and Jameis Winston started in 1. And so and that record was 25, 82, and 2. Cam Ward went 3-14. Caleb went 5-12. Bryce Young went 2-14. Trevor Lawrence went 3-14. Joe Burrow went 2-7-1. Kyler Murray went 5-10-1, and Jameis Winston went 6-10. So he was the one that performed the best out of those quarterbacks at 6-10. So the average of that was 3.7 because you add 6 plus 5 plus 7 plus 3 plus 2 plus 5 plus 3 divided by 7 is 3.7.
And there's some good quarterbacks in there.
Yeah,
there's some Heisman Trophy winning quarterbacks in there, and some national championship winning quarterbacks in there. Burrow and Trevor Lawrence. So
yes.
I think they both won the Heisman and national championship, right?
I don't know if Trevor.
I don't know Trevor Lawrence. I don't think Trevor Lawrence won the Heisman. I think he won the national championship.
Yeah, but wasn't Caleb Williams? Let me see. Let me see. I know Jameis did. And Joe
Caleb
Burrow
didn't win nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Caleb didn't win.
Yeah, Joe Burrow was and Jameis Winston was.
So Jameis Winston was a Heisman Trophy winner and a national championship winner?
I don't think they won he didn't win the national championship.
Yeah, he didn't win it. He won yeah. So of that group, there's only 3 who were national championship, 2 that are national championship and Heisman. That's Joe Burrow and Fernando Mendoza.
So the question would be, would we put Fernando Mendoza out there for 4 wins? Right. And let's even say that he overachieves and he performs better than all these quarterbacks, which I would think that a lot of people would not say Mendoza was better than a few of those. Like there won't.
Right.
I heard people say he's not better than Cam, not better than Caleb, not better than Joe Burrow.
He's not better than Joe Burrow.
Yeah, he's not better than Trevor Lawrence at this point. Especially coming out of college. Jameis Winston, not coming out of college, he wasn't better than these guys. Yeah. And the average still was 4 games. Let's say 4 games. So let's just say that he gets 5 games. Is it worth him putting him out there for 5 games when we know that? Well, I'm pretty confident that we can win 5 games with our man Cousin Turk.
Exactly, and that is the question. Like, would you put Mendoza out there for? Let's extend that for 7 games. Would you put him out there to win 7 games? Because we do have, I think we have a better team than all those guys because we've built our team up, right? And we actually spent money to make the team better. Would you put him out there for 7 wins? If Cousins could get you Mendoza, if Cousins can get you like 9, would you put Mendoza out there for 6 wins?
No.
Yeah.
Because if Mendoza can win 6, Cousins can win.
Right.
8
that's why I said 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever you think Mendoza can win, I feel like Cousins can tag on 3 more.
Yeah. Who you said that they didn't win the Heisman, but he won the Natty. Who did?
Yeah. Trevor Lawrence. He didn't win the Heisman, but he won the national championship.
Okay.
Because the first time Trevor Lawrence lost a football game in his life was in the NFL.
Oh wow.
Did you guys know that? Trevor Lawrence did not lose a game in high school, and he did not lose a game in college. The first time he lost a football game was in the NFL.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite quarterbacks. I watched him with the Elite 11 that Trent Dilfer Used to do with
Mm-hmm.
the high school students, and Jameis Winston killed the Elite 11 too. He was a natural NFL starter
Yeah,
coming out of high
Jameis
school.
Winston was a natural gunslinger.
Yes.
That kind of bit him in the butt. Actually, Jameis Winston is kind of a more successful Jamarcus Russell.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, for
because
sure.
they were both the same concept. It's like big arm. Jameis Winston. I mean, obviously, Jameis Winston would give you 30 touchdowns, but it'll also give you 30 interceptions in the same season. So it's just like, okay,
Yeah. I wouldn't compare AOC to those quarterbacks because
I wouldn't either.
he wasn't the number one pick and he didn't
Right,
start week 1.
right.
Yeah, he did have a respectable 5-5 record. He did. Um, that's respectable.
Yeah, but he didn't start week 1. But I do think the most important. Okay, so one thing the Raiders don't have a number 1 wide receiver, right? We don't have a Jamar Chase. If we had a Jamar Chase, that would help. We do have a Brock Bauer, and we do have a Genty, and we do have a
Exactly.
pretty good defense on paper. So if you threw Mendoza in there, I think Mendoza could give you 6 games, but I also think, again, Cousins will give you 9 games at that point.
Yeah, 7 out of those 10 quarterbacks started week 1. I just named the last 10 quarterbacks.
7 out of them started week 1.
7 out of those 10 started week 1, which is majority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, so
But
this conversation will not end. We know it
yeah,
won't. So,
but let's be honest though. We know that AOC is not better than Cam Ward. He's not better than Caleb. He's not
hey,
better
look,
than
no, he's
Trevor
not better than
Lawrence.
anyone on that list. He's not even better
Yeah,
than Jameis Winston.
yeah, right. Yeah, maybe Kyler Murray. Y'all might want to argue that. Maybe,
No. Kyler
maybe
Murray
even
ran
Bryce
around for
Young.
20 minutes on the Raiders and then got a touchdown. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It wasn't literal 20 minutes, but that man was
Right.
running for days and then still got a touchdown on us. AOC cannot do that.
Yeah, I was mad at that.
Oh my God. That man was just running and running and running. I'm just, bro, throw the dude. Jordan Love wasn't drafted 1, right? Because he sat a bit.
He sat 3 years.
He sat 3 years. So he wasn't drafted. He was drafted in the first. Yes, he was definitely drafted in the first, right?
Yeah, let me find his info. Okay.
No, I do not think AOC's accuracy is better than anyone on that list at all. I don't think AOC is anywhere near anybody on that list. I think AOC compared to anybody on that list is Pop Warner.
So Jordan Love was let's see.
He was drafted like 11th overall.
Jordan
maybe
Love.
at the end. I think he might have been drafted like 20 something.
But the thing about Jordan Love, after sitting 3 seasons, when his first season, he was 9-8.
9-8, yeah.
So that shows you right there. When you sit, you put yourself in a better position to succeed. Because none of those other quarterbacks were 9-8. 9-8 is very respectable.
Right. For your first year starting as a quarterback, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then Aaron Rodgers, he sat for 3 years before he started, and
right.
he did come in and spot work, but his first full season starting, he went 6-10. So so the floor for me is like when you sit is 6 games, but you have to sit.
I think the longest Mendoza will sit is 1 year, primarily because I think we have a team that's already built, that's kind of ready. We just need a year to get everybody up to snuff in that with the playbook, with the coach's schemes and what they're trying to do, and then maybe fill out some up positions that we don't know who's going to fill out yet, like number 1 wide receiver. So I do think Mendoza won't be sitting behind. Here's the thing though. What age was Brett Favre when Aaron Rodgers sat behind him? And what age? Yeah, and what age was Aaron Rodgers when Love was drafted? Because I wonder if that matters.
Love was drafted in 2020.
Right.
So he didn't play in 2020.
Now. And Aaron Rodgers is old now. Aaron Rodgers like 42, 41. I can't hear you, but you're fine. It does seem like
I'm finding the age.
right?
I'm finding the age of Aaron. You want to know the age of Aaron Rodgers when Jordan Love got drafted?
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh,
The NFL is a copycat league. If it works for one team, some other team wants to try it. That's what I'm asking.
yeah. Oh,
I feel like Aaron Rodgers was like 34, 33, though. I do. Because I think Aaron Rodgers is only like 4. I think Aaron Rodgers is the same age, almost the same age as Kirk Cousins. So that might be the one main difference, that age-wise, Aaron Rodgers was still. And I do remember that's kind of what pissed off Aaron Rodgers, because he was still young and playing. So it wasn't like he had hit his prime at all. It was like Brett Favre was also in his mid-30s. Yeah, that's one big difference, because Cousins is 38. Cousins is 38. And I believe Aaron Rodgers was around 33.
Aaron Rodgers was 36 years old when he got drafted, when Jordan Love got drafted, which would make sense that you would draft a quarterback.
2 years younger than.
No, well,
makes
Kirk
sense.
Cousins is 37. He'll turn 38 during the season.
Okay. Yeah.
So I mean, like it was only time to start getting a quarterback, and it wasn't like he was taking over then, because he sat for another 3 years. So he left when he was 39. Aaron Rodgers left when he was 39.
Nation, are we ready for Mendoza to sit for 3 years?
No, but he don't need to sit that long.
I don't think we are, because I think the argument that he's the number one overall pick is going to eventually trump him sitting more than 1 year. Yeah, I think after 1 year, people are going to start being like, he's your number one overall pick. Yeah, you don't sit those. Jordan Love was picked in the later rounds, and Aaron Rodgers was also picked in the later rounds, so those would make sense, right?
Yeah, so like you said, it seemed like the Packers got the formula when it comes to QBs. Yeah, I would agree. And if you guys enjoyed debates, I guess I'll go ahead and mention it now. And because we got Raider Unleashed is going to be in there. He's our guy in the middle right there. We got the Fight or Flight Club, and it's going to start next Friday at 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, West Coast time. It's going to be our Raider debate show where we're going to debate things like this, questions like this. You see, we got some hitters in there. We have Raider Twine. We got the Good Raider. Look at them. We got Raiders Unleashed. We got Raider First Down. Raider Nation Jason. We got Pizzle. We got Yerp Raider. We got Sacktown Mike. We also have myself, and we got Severe Raider. So we're gonna have a full panel, and everybody's not gonna go on. We're gonna have like 6 people, so it might be 2 teams of 3. It might be 1v1, 2v2, 3v3. So make sure you subscribe to either my channel or the Good Raiders channel, because when we stream, it will be streaming from all of our channels.
Absolutely. And that's this Friday. So, so what role would we be playing in that?
Well, this first week we're going to be the mods.
So this first we're going to be the mods.
You're probably going to be. You're going to be the mod.
Yeah, I am a permanent mod.
You're the mediator. You're
the
mediator.
Permanent mediator. I will.
Yeah, you're the permanent mediator.
I did it.
Yeah, and then he'll be the mediator, and I'll be a judge, and then also the audience. I mean, the chat will be a judge too, and we'll get together and we'll see who held their own when it comes to the debate.
So the plan for that is, if you guys have seen a show called Around the Horn, it's that kind of concept with a little bit added spice. That at the end, you guys get to have pick your own champion of the people. After every episode, we will have a champion based on how much points that we award each person, but then you guys will come in and then pick who you believe is the people's champ of that episode. So that's the game plan. That's that's next Friday. We're going to work out the kinks before we start. So next Friday, when y'all show up at 8:30, it's a game show. It's a battle. That's why we said, go watch Fight Club. Well, it will make it peaceful.
Yes.
But them boys gonna be throwing. Them boys gonna be throwing, and it's gonna be all Raiders. So all Raiders, everyone we got on here is gonna be Raider content creators. So everyone's got a stake in this, and we're gonna give points based on who's making the best points. That's it. Okay. We got a few more things to talk about. So let's go right into it. Zeke Masses. So Zeke Masses, as far as the defense goes, is the one name that I've heard 2 days in a row.
Nice.
I haven't even heard Tradian Stukes' name at all, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
That could be a good thing. But I've heard Zeke Masses both days. Here's why that matters. Y'all remember we had Darian Porter on that position last year. So if Zeke Masses is starting both training camp days with the first team, that does mean that whatever the coaches saw in him, it's more real than what they see in Darian Porter. I can also tell you that when I saw Zeke Masses plays, when I was looking him up, what I saw was an ability to get takeaways, and that's going to be a big one. Zeke Masses is a little bit on the size. He's about 180, 185. Most top-end corners are around 190, 195, so Zeke is considered a little bit undersized, but I do think that gives him the ability to get interceptions. Any thoughts on that from the chat? Has anyone heard anything about Zeke Masses from camp? Because I've heard his name come up twice, both days.
Yeah, well, they let him run with the ones, so that tells me a lot. They want to see what he's going to do right now. They're trying to gauge him right now because that corner position is going to be a position to be desired because you have Jermod, and you know it's essentially his position to win. It's his position to win, and no one has the position locked down yet. So they go ahead and put Masses there to see how he's going to respond, and then you're gonna probably see Jamal with the ones. You might even see Darian Porter with the ones, but then they're going to understand which one of those three guys are going to really get more of the ones when it's time to tackle, when it's time to hit. Then whoever goes with the one, that tells me that they really hoping that person can lock down that position. If not, they'll move on, and it'll just be a competition as such.
And I do think Masses makes sense because of his takeaway ability. And again, based on the film that I was watching, his takeaway ability was better than Jamal McCoy. Jamal McCoy was a much better all-around corner. Jamal McCoy is more of a shutdown corner, right? But Masses did have an uncanny ability to take the ball away. And in his in college career, I think he ended up with like 8 interceptions or 7 interceptions, which is good. Yeah. Which is good. And so that's the thing to consider. Are we going to go a takeaway person? Because I feel like with the one side locked down with Eric Stokes, I feel like for the second side, I think they're going to be looking for somebody who's going to be able to make a quick impact. Because look, if they're not going to go Stokes side, they're going to be going your side, right? When they do, can you give us a quick takeaway just to shift the momentum of the game?
I think the way our defense is going to be set up is like there used to be a time when corners didn't tackle much, and I think that Masses or even our corners won't have to tackle much because getting past our line and our linebackers, if you get past those guys, then you really put in some work because we got heavy hitters in our front seven.
Okay.
In our front seven. And then, Masses will have to buckle up his chin strap and make a business decision and make some tackles. And I think because tackling is an attitude. So I think that if he has the right attitude and go in there and stick his hat in there and get him some tackles in there and then some takeaways, then that'll make him a real solid
and Justice for 12. Who's 12? Justice.
Yeah, Justice for 12. That's our guy.
So he's right because I've been saying this for the longest that rookies put on weight between their first and second to third year, and most rookies their weight doesn't really balance down till around the third year. If y'all didn't know, go listen to Max. Max weighs 253 now, but Max actually went up to around 270 his rookie year, and then he kind of slimmed his body down. So yes, Zeke Masses will put on some muscle. But when you look at his game plan, he's not a shutdown corner. That's not what he plays like. The difference, if you go watch Jamal McCoy and watch him, you'll see the difference. It's the way the spacing is done. Jamal McCoy is really good with spacing, so he's a shutdown corner because he knows how to use his body to box out the wide receiver. Zeke Massis doesn't do that. Zeke Massis uses that spacing to try and get the ball. So two different styles of cornerback, but the same results. One of them gets more takeaways, and the other one just generally locks down the wide receiver more. But right now, he has a catch. We already have a lockdown receiver in Eric Stokes, right? Do teams tend to have two lockdown receivers?
That'd be beautiful.
It can happen.
Because that would be Jamad. Jamad is more of a lockdown corner.
Yeah, Jamal McCoy is a lockdown corner.
Yes.
But again, Zeke Massis is not, but he's good for getting takeaways.
What you think about this right here? Personally, I think that AOC will be here longer than Kirk Cousins. I give that 4 ice cubes. 4 ice cubes. AOC will not be here longer than Kirk Cousins. I give it 4 ice cubes. Cool that all the way down, bro. Cool it all. I agree with AOC, you 98% of the time, but I don't think he's going to be here longer than Kirk Cousins.
I think AOC will be gone before the start of week 1.
Ooh, so you're 4 ice cubes as well.
Yeah. I am. Look, we know this. We are going to draft a quarterback every year, late round. We're going to draft a quarterback every year. There's no reason for Clint Kubiak to stick with the quarterback he didn't draft. He won't do that.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, right?
Yes, true.
And AOC doesn't. Could he stick around? Yeah, I guess he could. AOC has been proven since his college days to beat the odds, right? But he wasn't drafted by Clint Kubiak. We're gonna draft a quarterback every year in the late rounds. We have one right now that we drafted this past late round, right? So I think by the start of week 1, AOC will be on another team. McCoy and Stuck are also ball hawks.
I wouldn't say. He's
not a ball hawk. He's really not.
Yeah, because he had no interceptions last year. He was solid. He just didn't have any interceptions and caused turnovers. But
the definition of corners is not well defined enough because we call most corners who are good lockdown corners, and that's not the definition. Like Jamal McCoy isn't going to get a lot of picks because that's not what his focus is. His focus is making sure the receiver doesn't get receptions. Stooks is a ball hawk because obviously he also plays safety, so he's a ball hawk. But Massis is also a ball hawk from the outside cornerback position, right? The difference is actually just in the way they use their bodies. And if you go watch them, the way McCoy uses his body is much more Patrick Surtain, prototypical lockdown corner from what Zeke Massis does. Yeah, ball hawks will usually play nickels and dimes and safeties because, again, interceptions. But there is a type of ball hawk who is good positionally, who can play outside corner, and that's a Zeke Massis. Right? The question is, can you translate well to the NFL? Because in the NFL, if you're going up against number 1 receivers, you would prefer a lockdown corner to be going up against like a Des Bryant, right? We don't want you to get interceptions when the ball's thrown at Des Bryant. What am I talking about? CeeDee Lamb. We don't need you to try and get interception if they throw the ball CeeDee Lamb's way. Because CeeDee Lamb is not going to let you get interceptions over him. He won't do that. But we need you to position him away from catching the ball. That's a lockdown corner. Yeah. You won't get interceptions against Zeke Massis. You won't get interceptions against what's his name? From the Bengals. You won't get interceptions against him either. But Chase. But you can't position them out from catching the ball. That's a lockdown corner. I like interceptions, but a lot of them come from a bad pass. Right. So that's why lockdown corners are going to be your prototypical outside corners. But again, go watch Zeke Massis, go watch his play, and you'll see something different that he seems to just be able to be at the right place at the right time. And he makes interceptions that's not really about bad offensive play, just that you're using your body in a way that's really confusing the quarterback, making him think the receiver's open, and then just like that, Zeke ends up with the ball. And he's going, how did you end up with that ball? I mean, I was pretty impressed when I saw his play. Remember, a good example is the guy named Cowboys named Diggs. Is that Trevor Diggs, something like that? Who 1 year got like 8 interceptions and then all of a sudden fell off a cliff. Yeah, that's a ball hawk corner who just couldn't figure out how to be good enough because he did not know how to actually lock receivers down. He just knew how to be at the right place at the right time to get interceptions. The problem is once offenses and receivers start catching onto that, they make adjustments and Diggs falls off a cliff and he's not even playing the NFL anymore. Y'all know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, from the Cowboys who got 8 interceptions.
Stephon Diggs.
Yeah,
Stephon Diggs' brother.
Oh, is that okay? He got interceptions 1 year, and the following years he just fell apart, and 3 years later he was out of the league. Yeah, it was weird. Okay. Yes, that one play for Stooks. We all know the play we're talking about. And I tell people what's incredible about that play wasn't that it came down with the ball. It's that he didn't touch the receiver at all.
There we go. I forgot you played safety, so you understand. His body control is exceptional because he could have easily ran through. He could have easily ran it through the corner, and you see it on a lot of his plays. Even when he knocked the ball away, his body control and his ability to avoid the defender is exceptional.
Exceptional. I saw that play, and I'm like, maybe. Okay, it's an NFL safety play, but even in the NFL, to not touch the guy at all, meaning you're not getting flagged. And if you look up Teddy and Stooks' career in college, he didn't get a lot of flags. That good body position to get the ball. He's a good ball hawk. Now, can Massis do that? I don't know, and that's kind of my hope that he can do that consistently. I don't even think Eric Allen would you call Eric Allen? Because Eric Allen was like a shutdown corner, right? Just like Woodson was. Yeah, Eric Allen was a shutdown corner. Yeah. Yeah, definitely know that about Stooks. He's an absolute player. Okay, today some good news did come out about quarterbacks, though. So apparently today the quarterbacks did quite well. Again, I'm not trying to start no beef, but I did hear that Cousins kind of struggled a bit yesterday, but today it was much better. Mendoza, based on what I heard, did well yesterday and also did well today, but Mendoza is running with the second team guys. So, and AOC is running with the third team guys.
Who is?
AOC. Yeah. So Eric Rader. That's my point with Diggs. That's what happened with him. 8 interceptions, but with everything else, he was bad. We had a player like that who was good at interceptions. Everything else, he was not good at. What was his name? Jack Jones. Jones. Good for interceptions. Everything else wasn't really good for him. And also, we also had Marcus Peters, right? We kicked them off the team because it's like, bro, you are just looking for interceptions, and when everything else happens on the football field, you're not there. So that's kind of the fear with Massis. Can he come down and tackle? I don't know, but again, we do need takeaways. And last point of conversation. Also today, I heard, and we can talk about this in depth, that wide receivers did struggle again today, which means that there's no wide receiver really kind of emerging out of the group, right? Any thoughts on that? We have a video, if you can pull it up now, of what's his name doing the interview that I do want to watch, Malik Benson, because I do hope that Malik Benson will become the top wide receiver. But as of yet, no one is emerging from that group.
You ready?
Right, big surprise, Frank. I see you. I know what you mean.
Gutierrez joined today, special guest, rookie receiver Malik Benson. Malik, number one, thank you so much for taking the time. I know you're in the middle of training camp, your first NFL training camp. Thank you for stopping by.
Man, thanks for having me.
The Raiders heading into the draft, one of the biggest needs obviously was receiver, and the fans and draft nicks, everybody else was screaming for that receiver. 6th round comes around, they select you, number 195 overall. They want a big receiver, a fast receiver, an outside guy. How does your skill set translate into what the Raiders want to do here with you?
Yeah, so with Coach Kubiak, what he wants to do, speed on the outside, speed on the inside. So yeah, just with my skill set, just me and the other receivers, I feel like we've been doing a really good job, throughout training camp, just learn the offense, just trying to learn what he wants us to do. But just for my skill set, I feel like it's good that I'm able to go outside, show my vertical threat down the field, and then be able to move inside and things like that. So it's been really good.
What about your skill set separates you from the other receivers that were drafted this year?
Man, just my ball knowledge, my speed, and man, just being able to go across the middle, just tough contested catches. I'm willing to go get up and grab anything, knowing that ball's in the air, can't nobody come down with it but me.
So digging into your pass.
Go ahead.
No. You.
As a receiver, I am black to quarterback, but I was a better receiver than quarterback. I was nice at both.
Nice.
I was nice at both, but I was better. I was a wide receiver on the first team all conference, and his attitude about when the ball is in it, huh?
You were first team all conference?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
At receiver, I was first team all conference, and the mentality that he just said, that when the ball is in the air, it's mine, like that's the attitude you have to have, and I love that he even said that. So
I can also say that that's one thing Dante Thornton doesn't really have right now, and when it comes to speed, that's kind of his next competitor, because Dante Thornton should be the fastest wide receiver on our team.
Yes.
But Malik Benson is very close behind. But Thornton doesn't really want to go up and get the ball. And I think he's even said that's not really his game plan. Yeah.
Asked a little bit. I know you didn't start playing football till you got into high school, but you ran track also. Yeah. And you qualified for state not only in the 100, the 200, the 4x100, the long jump. And I don't know if you're old enough to remember Carl Lewis, but those were his events in the Olympics back in the 80s. How did those skills in track and field, besides just the pure speed, how do those translate onto the football field?
Yeah, so man, just long jump. I feel like I was really good at long jump, and I feel like with long jump, you have to have a certain amount of coordination to be able to run full speed and stop on a dime. That's kind of just being at like top of the route, in and out of breaks, things like that. And obviously like just the down the field speed, obviously that's the 100 and then the 200 and things like that. So I feel like, even though I started late, being able to, play sports like basketball and run track and run up, I feel like, all around that helped me. So then once I was able to play football, I was just like, I had that competitive edge in every other sport. I just had to kind of learn how to play the game. And man, once I learned how to play the game and, my mom finally let me play, I just really just fell in love with the sport.
Can pause that, 'cause you just said the one thing I wanted to hear. Okay, so my thing with him is he did do track, but that track actually doesn't help him a ton, because when you watch him run, he has a really long stride. And wide receiver in the NFL, you don't really want a long stride till you're in the open field. You want quicker feet to be able to make your break. So when you watch his play, the thing he needed to adjust is his route running, because he doesn't make his cuts quickly enough. And I think that's why you got hips. Yeah, go ahead.
You got to have the ability to rotate your hips and break that, and you got to be able to stop and go really, really fast. And that's something you don't really do in track. To your point.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I did see the speed, but I when I compared him to someone like Antonio Brown, again, sorry I had to do that. There was a big difference when it comes to just how quick Antonio Brown's feet were moving, especially off the line. So, and what worries me about Benson is you did play in a lot of good colleges, but you didn't really start. So I wonder if it's because he wasn't able to make those feet transitions enough to run those plays sharply enough to get a lot of burn with the first team in college.
Yeah, for him, like being that he's a late starter, he has to learn the little nuances of the game. And the funny thing about football is I didn't start playing football till college because I was a baseball player and I played tennis. Now tennis helped me in football because of the change of direction, the lateral movement, the ability to go start and stop. So I played tennis and I played baseball, and then I ended up playing football because I wanted a scholarship and the team needed wide receiver. So I took my natural ability to play that, and then it took me about a year to really get into mode, and from there I kind of just embraced it, kind of sort of like him. And what his thing that he does need to work on is his sharpness of his routes. And like you said though, with the track, it does help you with the speed. But the stop and go and the lateral movement, that's what he needs to work on, and that's how.
And the thing with him is, the thing that's cool with him is when you watch his film, you can see like, oh yeah, that's it. That's all you need. Just
that's it.
If you can make that transition.
Yeah.
And again, my comp was Antonio Brown, and that Antonio Brown was picked in the 6th round for all some of the same things. Like, okay, you're fast, but what do your breaks look like? So I think if he can address those breaks, I think he can be the number one. I do believe that's why we drafted him to be that number one. Now, it seems like we're saying that he might need another year to be able to get.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely, because it's going to take him a year to. Because now he's not learning it in college; he's learning it in the pros.
In the pros, yeah.
Yeah,
but it helps because the reason okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, because in college you don't. In college, you might have like a corner that's not as good and whatnot, and so you can get away with a little bit of lack of technique. But in the NFL, your lack of technique is a turnover.
And the reason I paused is because he said he didn't start playing football till late
high school.
High school. So we're talking maybe junior or senior year, because his mom letting him play is a thing. I stopped playing football because my mom told me to stop playing football. So I didn't play my senior year in high school because my mom told me to stop playing football. So I had to just learn football from the cerebral aspect.
Yes.
So I think he's capable of being number one. So yeah, let him keep talking.
Respect what mom wants, right?
Yeah.
And again, doing the research into you, there's a movie out right now called The Odyssey. And I guess you could kind of apply that to your football journey, all the different schools you went to. You went to junior college, Hutchinson for 2 years. You went to Alabama for a year, Florida for a year. Florida State for a year, finished up at Oregon. How did going to all those different schools, how did that kind of not only mold you, but get you ready for the NFL as well?
That's a good question.
Man, so, like you said, been to, a lot of different schools, and some of them schools, Alabama, Florida State, Oregon, was there for a year. So, man, really just knowing that I had to outwork, the people that were there in front of me that have been there for some years, learning new playbooks, just getting coaching from a whole bunch of different coaches. So, man, really just having going with that dog mentality of, shoot, I got to go in, I got to earn a job. I got to, take what's mine. I got to learn the playbook. I got to connect with my teammates and things like that. So I feel like doing that in college and being, kind of uncomfortable in college, once I got here, it was kind of a smooth transition because it was just like there's not going to be a concept, that I haven't heard. Maybe, it was called something else, but, I've seen pretty much every single concept. And then just like having to bond with my teammates in the locker room, being at junior college, it's, it's a lot different being in a locker room at Alabama, things like that. So having to, learn experiences from other teammates, I feel like when I come in here, I can really kind of just bond with everybody just because, I have a really good personality, but two, like I know how to, communicate with people and mesh with people.
Literally, this is your 5th different program in 5 years. How's it been?
Because you guys have probably seen it, so we don't need to watch the whole thing. Thoughts, chat. Let me know thoughts on Milton Benson. Can he do it? Can he be the one? Well, again, a lot of things to like. He looks good. He looks the part, right? You know, I'm not sensing any kind of troublemaker attitude or anything like that. He looks like he's here to work, you know.
Yeah, I think he'll be a solid number 2.
Okay.
He could probably. I mean, he could work his way to 1, but I think he could. Yeah. It's kind of like to a boxer. You might can go up weight, but it's your natural weight, or you'll go down a weight, but your natural walking around weight is one class over another. I think his natural fit will be a number 2 receiver, but depending on how hard he works, he can elevate it. So.
Here's a question for you and for chat. Which rookie of the Raiders will be the best rookie this year? Who will make the biggest impact as a rookie for the Raiders?
I say Stooks.
Okay, you say Stooks. Justice, Eric, Frank, what say you? Who will be the Raiders rookie to make the biggest impact this year for the Raiders? Right.
Who you have in mind?
Give me a minute to think about it. I threw the question out there without really thinking about it. I have a few names, but let me try and narrow it down to one person that So you think Stooks or McCoy? Tokyo Toe. Okay, that's a good one. Tokyo Toe's a good one. He might be the only short starter as crazy as that's gonna sound. He might be the only short starter for the as a rookie for the Raiders. Mike Washington and Stooks.
So this is who's this? This is my guy. My guy says, "Look at his shirt." You know what he mean by that? He's talking. He's talking about because Max didn't wear no shirt, and how he was being a rebel by doing that, and so he's making fun of it. He's like, "Nice shirt," and it had the Raider emblem on it. But this is what Max Crosby has to say about that.
That shit was fucking weak.
What?
Because on my show we did the presser for Max and he had no shirt on.
Yeah, I saw that.
And they were saying that was kind of like a bad thing to do because that's not how he should have a Raider shirt on and so we kind of went over that.
Max does have a Raider shirt. It's called his tattoos.
Right?
I mean, the man is covered in Raider tattoos.
Right.
I mean, I bet you that's what he's thinking. Like every Raider, it's right there. That's my shirt. I mean, if Max can go out there and play with no shirt on, he probably would.
Right.
It's going to be C. Who's C? The big surprise is going to. Here's my choice. I think Crawford. I think Kieran Crawford will be the. Okay, that's what you were thinking. Okay, that's what I think will be the, because I think he's going to get the most playing. Well, not the most. I think Stooks will get the most playing time. But I think it's because here's the thing. For Stooks to be noticed, he would have to get takeaways. Because he's going to be playing a position that's not, he's going to be doing his job, but people really won't notice. I think Kieran Crawford goes out there and he gets 4 sacks and people will notice. Right? So that's my choice. It's a weak choice. Honestly, it's a weak choice. But yeah, I just think he has the most chance of getting noticed for what he's going to do. The white gear with the silver trim.
He's talking about the jerseys. I do like the white jerseys with the silver trim. I do like that. Like the jerseys, when it comes to the jerseys, of course everyone loves the silver and black ones. I mean the black ones. But I definitely like our away jerseys. I like how our away jerseys look. I like them a lot.
I do too. I don't know which I like more because I don't own any Raider jerseys.
Yeah, but we're gonna change that this year.
We're gonna change that. Fun fact about me: I have never owned any Raider jersey. I have only ever owned one Raider gear. It's a hat because I don't wear sports stuff. That will change. But yes, I don't own any Raider gear. I don't own any sports gear at all of any team. You're gonna find out just how uniquely crazy we are over here. So once those subs start coming in, guess what the first thing your boy is gonna get is some Raider gear. Now, will it be classic or will it be modern? Because if you go classic, I got so many options. I can throw a doozy out there that yo would be like, what? I got some doozies. Because obviously, if you're going to go classic, that's a good one. When I get a Raider jersey, which one should I get?
Well, you got to probably get your favorite player.
I mean, I'm a Raider. I got so many.
I know, right?
I got so many, you know?
You know what? You know what, Jersey? So of our new regime though, and I haven't bought a jersey since the Raiders left Oakland. But I think my next jersey, when I get a jersey, it's going to be Stooks.
Okay.
Or even Dalton Johnson.
Dalton Johnson, yeah.
I might get both of those.
I wouldn't do Max. I definitely won't do Max Crosby because that's too cliche at this point.
Yeah, right.
I might do a Genty for real. I might do Genty.
Well, that was my football number. That number 2.
Yeah,
and
I love the number 2.
Always looked dope. That number 2 always looked dope.
Who's number 33 on our team? Because my number is 33.
Who is number 33?
I don't think many people have number 33s, actually. Yeah, I don't think many people have number 33s. If you can find who's number 33, so I can give that a soft no. Because yeah, if I do jersey, it's gonna be Genty, Mendoza, someone that I know will be a Raider likely to be a Raider for life, right? Oh, likely to be a Raider for a long time. Brock Bauer.
Chris Collier. He's a running back for the Raiders. He's wearing number 33.
Number 33. Chris Collier. Hey, I can rep that. I rep that. That's my number. Get my number 33 with my name on the back of it. Interesting fact. Yes, Davis was colorblind.
I didn't know that.
Yep. He was colorblind.
And that's why he was either black, silver, or black iconic in it. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. So that's a debate. That's a vote we can have. What jersey? Because you need to buy a new jersey too. Because you got to get one to rep Las Vegas, right?
Yeah.
You got to. I mean, now that unfortunately, it was a necessary move. Someone should have told Oakland to get this together. All right. I'm not mad at all that we moved out of Oakland. I'm
very mad. Yeah.
I moved out of Oakland too because I'm like, man, they ain't much here. That's
Oakland is not the place to be now. It's not the place.
Yeah, I went in the military, so I had an excuse. But I'm not mad we moved to Las Vegas. I'm not because I don't think Oakland will have done us any favors, man. I really don't. Vente, when did you get in here? My man, Vente, what up, my brother? What up, brother? I didn't see you hop in here. Vente, you just coming in. Give us something. What is the best news out of training camp you've heard yet? What has made you the most excited from training camp news? Everybody else, you can give an answer. It's only been 2 days, but what have you heard that's made you the most excited? I'm gonna go with Trey Zoom. I've heard that he's been moving all over the field. And he's been getting a lot of burn. So I'm gonna go with Trey Zoom.
I'm not going with anyone yet because I'm not paying real attention until they start.
Really going
live.
I mean, yeah. When we start, no, not even live. When we start getting the combined training with another team. right?
Yeah.
What joint camp training.
Yeah. The thing about the joint practices, they don't tackle. They go thud. You know what thud is, right? When you just run and you pop the guy with your because they're not going to be wearing full. They're going to probably wear like the pads and the helmet.
But those are really good for receivers and cornerbacks.
Yeah, it is because it helps you with your technique.
Yeah. So I will be when those happen, teams. I mean, because again, you are competition is competition. Whenever you're going up against an opponent, you're gonna buckle down. Yeah. Oh, 3 more days. Okay. Yeah. I'm guessing, dude, guys, this is gonna be the last Sunday. After this Sunday, it's football go. You know, after this Sunday, guys, it's football go. Yes. The buzz around the team has been good. In regards to that. The buzz has been good. Everyone's shown up. No injuries yet. The Niners, Ricky Parcells did get injured. I do know that for those who follow Niners, and they just signed Debo to a 1-year deal. So
that shit was fucking weak.
You hate the Niners more than I do. It's so funny. Niners are just I don't mind them. They're just kind of like out of mind, out of sight for me. I don't see them as a competition at all. So, okay. With that, we're gonna start wrapping this down. There's not a ton of news coming out of camp yet. I will be streaming tomorrow. Solo stream tomorrow, and I think we're gonna do another night stream tomorrow, unless there's no news at all. But we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know when they're gonna start. We're gonna start seeing things from the kicker. That's a battle that's probably like
that's a legitimate battle.
It's the least publicized one, but it's a very important.
Yeah, because that's like actual battle because neither one of them are. Yeah, I mean that's Nana Ayers. Yeah, that's gonna be a good battle, but I don't think we'll see that till next week. I think most of the battles we're not gonna start seeing till next week, right? Because training camp is 11 days, and it started this past Monday. Yeah. Tuesday. So you're not really gonna start seeing anything major till mid next week is when we're gonna start getting some. And the first Raider game. When is the first Raider preseason game again?
I think it's like August 6th or something like that.
Yes, August 6th, the same day Marvel Tokon comes out, which is August 6th.
Mm-hmm.
That's next week.
Let me see. It must be. Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, August 6th is next week. I think that's the Hall of Fame game. Next week is the Hall of Fame game. Chat, the first Raiders' first preseason game.
August 13th.
Okay, August 13th, first Raider game. Yep. Oh man. So this Sunday, there's no game. This Sunday. Oh yeah, we have this is the last Sunday before NFL starts. August 6th is the Hall of Fame game. Because the Hall of Fame game is a whole week, because the team that gets the Hall of Fame game actually gets 4 preseason games. Lucky them.
Three preseason games.
The team that plays a Hall of Fame game gets.
Oh yeah.
Plays a Hall of Fame game. Yeah, that's like toss the ball around, have fun. Okay. Oof. 6 games preseason. That's just horrific. 6 games preseason. Can you imagine?
No, right. That's like
that's
a quarter.
Horrific.
That's a quarter of season. But then that's when they really had camp competition.
Yeah. True. I think the 3-game preseason is perfect. I don't think it's going to be less than that. I think 3 games is perfect for a preseason. Okay. I gotta go hang out with my lady. So we're gonna shut this thing down. Like we said, next Friday we're gonna start the Fight of Fight Club. You're gonna hear more about it this week and next week. Vente, you should see me for sure tomorrow afternoon, and I believe you guys will see Black tomorrow as well. Pretty much going forward, you'll see us almost every day. So. And right now, I know there are no ladies on there. There's one lady. I don't know if she's a part of it. She's just hanging in with a man on the side there. But we are going to be working to get some ladies in if there are any lady content creators. I only know of Chantel Chand, but I don't know. I think she's too busy for something like this because she does a bunch of other stuff. So.
Well, when we get big enough, people will be looking. They'll be trying to get on.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the end of tonight. You give us the outro because we haven't nailed it down. I think one of us should just be saying the outro.
Yeah. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button because when we go live for the debate show next week, and then when we go live just during the week, just bringing up updates and pressers and just things that's starting to ramp up to get closer and closer to actual games being played, and then you'll see both of us streaming the game, announcing the game. So we appreciate you guys. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the loyalty. Mm-hmm. You guys already know what it is. There's only one nation. That's the Raider Nation, because I'm a Raider. He's a Raider. You're a Raider. No matter where they're from, the Bay to LA to Las Vegas.
I'm a Raider from the Bay to LA to Las Vegas. Recipes to Al Davis.